At least that guy Lancer. At least Lancer was playing like a true control warrior. You know, a control warrior that plays Ysera. Not playing that crappy Elise warrior stuff. With like no bigger drops than 6 drops. Because that deck is just like RNG based. It's all based on how good are your Elise legendaries, and if you get lucky, then you win. If not, I don't like that. I don't like decks that just rely on a lot of RNG like that. I'll do this. So the 1/3 won't pop up in the egg, and then I'd like to bait out a buff. I'd like him to like buff this somehow, and then we can owl it. You don't like to like that? To me, that version is a true control deck because it's filled with removal. No, I don't. It's too RNG dependent. I don't like decks that have so much RNG involved. It's like, well, yeah, against a control deck, if you get Malorn, sure, then you win. But if you don't, I don't like relying on that kind of luck. Basically, I'm really because I don't think it's very good for a competitive scene when it's just that kind of RNG. That's really bad RNG. Doesn't really test skill level. So I'm against decks like that. Let's take the trade here in case of consecration. Whereas traditional is more like glorified mid-range. I like decks that are predictable and don't play with a lot of RNG cards. Like, I don't even like double brawl because I hate the RNG aspect of double brawl. Like, I don't like brawl as much. So he doesn't have the competitive spirit, he has all the other stuff. Like, it feels so stupid. I've definitely played against Elise Warriors, and then they're basically completely lost. They lose against Draxus, but they happen to play Elise, they happen to get Nefarian, and on Nefarian they happen to get Sacrificial Pact, and that's the only reason they won. They've been losing the whole game, and so I hate that kind of RNG. That thing should never happen in the game. That might be good. Depends. Because then now if we Hellfire, we don't actually pop open the egg. Now we have a good Twisting Nether, if we want to do that. We also have Shadow Flame. I think we take the Twisting Nether here. If he plays Tyrion, we have Siphon Soul for that. Unfortunately, I already used up the Ooze. So ideally, and we also use Owl, huh? We could also avoid Siphon Soul. And we'll just taunt up after. Like, he'll be able to hit face for 5. Hopefully we can prevent him from hitting face again. We can either go with Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis is weak to Owl, but Defender of Argus is a little bit stronger to that. Well, he plays Sea Giants. I actually don't really know what's the makeup of this deck, actually. Okay. So I guess we BGH, and then we taunt up. We can also Shadow Flame the Void Caller, but that's still weak to Owl. So to play around Owl, I think this was the strongest play then. This plays around Consecration as well. Like he can't Owl. He would have to Owl and Consecrate, but then the Molten's at 3, so yeah, we played around Owl correctly. If we had gone with the Mal'Ganis route, we would have lost, so that was a good call.